I can't believe I actually blinked when I was younger.
I can't believe I actually played golf.
Really?
Yeah, I won a PGA Tournament.
What?
I came in second place.
What? Billy Woods over here. I had no idea. That's crazy.
What's up, guys? It's your girl, Billy B. This is my new single, I'm Just a Girl, with Hayes Warner.
Rocks on freeze in the box on Fiji. Pretty is the ditty, but I still do you greasy.
What's up, Nyla? We need to talk.
What's going on, guys? Nyla Symone here with another episode of We Need to Talk. And today, I got a very special guest in the building. We got Billy B here. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for having me.
Thanks for coming. First of all, the hair is always giving lady.
Thank you.
I love this color today. What inspired the green?
I don't know. I'm just trying to do colors outside the box. I had black. I was like jet black mommy for a little bit. And I'm like, this is getting boring. I felt like a granny. I'm like, let me spice it up a little bit. Summer's coming.
Yes.
I want to just play with some colors.
It's cute. I'm not going to lie. I want to do a bang too. I'm not going to lie.
I love the French bangs right now. It's like,
yeah.
And it's easy to slip on and take this thing off at night.
True enough. True enough. No, hair is a hassle.
Yeah.
But all right. So, man, you've had a crazy, I want to say past 3 years.
Yeah.
Maybe more, maybe 4 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. From pandemic, I feel like. Pandemic to now.
Oh, man. I got pregnant. I found out I was pregnant when the pandemic hit. So that was like, and I had a whole tape ready to go and everything. And then it was like, that had to get scrapped. And then I had to start all over. Then I ended up moving. I was in LA. I moved back to New York.
You was in LA?
Yeah, I was living in LA when the pandemic happened.
I did not know that.
I was back and forth in LA for like 6 years. I would go out there for work and be like, I found an apartment, I'm staying. And then stay for like 7 months and then come back to New York like, what I got to do? And then go back. So for like 6 years,
Man,
I was
what
back
it like?
and forth.
People have no idea what like the nuance. You got to be so flexible in this like career field.
You do.
Yeah.
You do. You got to be able to go wherever you need to be at the time. And LA is just where I love to produce. The production, you know, New York is like, New York, you go in your session, close that door, and it's like, don't nobody come in here.
Yeah.
LA is like, everybody's like, oh, what's up? Trying to, link. You get to rub shoulders with a lot of people.
True.
So I was back and forth, LA, Atlanta. Then I got pregnant. I'm like, okay, I got to go back to New York.
Well, you did Atlanta too?
I didn't live in Atlanta,
Okay.
but I was out there. So there's an artist named Scheme. I don't know if you ever heard Scheme. Oh, he's from LA. He was working with everybody at that time, and he just was dragging me everywhere. So
Fire.
we was at Mean Streets in Atlanta for
Nice.
some time. And, yeah, I was all over.
I love that. Okay. So, got pregnant during the pandemic. Then you was like, all right, let me reevaluate where I'm at.
Yeah, I didn't have no family in LA, so I had to come back because I was like, I can't have this baby.
But you had to scratch the tape.
I did because, okay, so when the pandemic happened, the whole world was like, okay, how do we do this? We can't perform.
Yeah.
So how do I market this? How do I do this?
Yeah.
And I was trying to think of all different type of ways. And I'm like, you know what? Let me just hold it. And then I held it for too long, and then it just started to feel like it felt aged.
You wasn't there no more.
Yeah, and I'm like, and I loved it. I so many songs from there I wish I could bring back. I might like re-record or something because I really loved that tape. I was like, yes, this is the one. Because I haven't dropped the tape since 2015.
Oh, no, 2018, right?
No,
15?
2015.
I
only dropped one tape ever.
I noticed. I was like, wow, it's been a long time.
Yeah, because dropping projects independent is like having a baby.
You're right,
literally,
you're right.
You have to do everything. You got to pick the songs. You got to pick the artwork. Put the track list together. Make sure everything. I had to go back and remix songs down like 4 or 5 different times.
Yeah.
A lot of the sessions got lost, and then I had to go re-record. I was like, never again until like I have a serious situation.
Yeah.
It was too crazy for me. And then I'm the type of person. I hate, my career, my journey's just been so weird. Like, I would have this whole strategic plan, like, yeah, I'm going to do this. And then I'll get one meeting that just changes everything. And then it's like, okay, put that on the back burner. We got to do this now. And then I'll be like, okay. And I just go, I like to go with the flow because I hate to, like, turn down things and then you'd be like, bitch.
I could have been there. Yeah, I could have. Yeah.
So
what's your sign?
A Torus.
Taurus. Oh, duh, yes. Yes. Ooh,
Yeah.
Interesting. Because I feel like going with the flow is against what a Taurus wants to do. you guys like to plan and
we don't like surprises.
Yeah.
So we like to know exactly what's going on. But then at the same time, it's like, oh no, I don't like to give up opportunities too.
True.
So you know, so
Yeah.
my literally every time I'm like have the whole plan, like, hey, this is what we're doing. Something else just comes and then. But it'd be something good, so I'll be like, okay, I guess.
It's worth it.
I guess.
I mean, I've liked the moves you've been making lately.
Yeah.
Well, I want to get into it, but before we get into it, I feel like I'm learning a lot about you that I didn't even know. So
Yeah.
prior to the pandemic, how long were you rapping? Because you said you're going back and forth between New York and LA and was dabbling in Atlanta. So what's your villain origin story actually to you rapping? That's the first question.
You know what? It's so crazy because I was rapping. I probably started rapping in like 2012. Yeah, like just start. I was playing around because my homeboy 40,000. He was the real rapper.
Okay.
And I was just hanging around smoking weed. I'm like, yo, I'll be your hype man. I was his hype man for a little while because I was trying to get used to like performing and stuff. And then I started recording. But I just wasn't confident in myself. So I was like throwing things out. But I'm like, this is just, it ain't nothing serious. Like, it ain't nothing serious. And people was like, no, we like it, do it. And I'm like, like when I get under pressure, sometimes I'm like sometimes I do really good under pressure. And other times, like if I feel like I'm fucking up, I just try to play it cool.
Thinking,
I be like, man, it ain't serious. I try to be too cool for school.
Yeah.
So I've really been rapping since like 2015. But probably like, I would say, it got serious after pandemic because I had my baby and I'm like, all right, I got to make money now. Like, well, I was making a little money like features and stuff before, but now I'm like, all right, I need to like make some bags for real. So
Totally
after the pandemic, that's when I was like, I came back to New York and I'm like, let me just do features with everybody right now because I didn't know the sound that I did in LA with the tape was like all like commercial songs and like, it was a lot of it was rapping, but it was like more like going up the commercial route. Then when I came back, everybody's like drill.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I could fuck with the drill.
Yeah.
But goddamn, I don't know what to do. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just hop on everybody's shit. Whoever want to do a feature, let's just run the speeches up until I figure out what sound I really want to go with.
Yeah.
So now I started doing just features with everybody. And then I caught Don't Play With It. And at first, it picked up at first, but then, it just felt like another feature.
It picked up regionally. Like, everybody in the tri-state was like, oh, you tapped in yet? Yeah.
So it picked up. But then it was like, okay, it's still like, regular. So I just kept working. And then, like, boom, it just went off. And then from there, it just, And that was crazy because nobody really expected it. Well, I didn't know.
None of us knew.
Yeah, I didn't know.
None of it, like the town knew, but nobody knew how massive, like, that the world would respond like that, you know? So
that was crazy. Because my son just turned 2. Like, his birthday is the day before Halloween. So he just turned 2. Then on Halloween, it hit 1 million views. So I was like, we going crazy.
Yeah.
And then from there, it was like things was just moving mad fast. Boom, 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 boom. Bookings. I was on the road that whole year just moving and just going and going and going. I'm like, what the hell? I had never had that type of success before, so it was just like, whoa.
I'm so proud of you. I'm proud of both of you guys, honestly.
Thank you,
it's really cool to see just black women winning. And because I've watched you guys grow.
Yeah, that was dope. It was dope. That was a great situation.
That shit is crazy. Yeah. So, all right. So, 2012 is also crazy. 2015 to be rapping for that long. But it's funny because you're saying in LA you're going more with the left sound, then you come back to New York and it's so drill. But even now, like the type of music you're making is you're still in a few different pockets. We get R&B Billy, we get rap Billy. Now we got like rock Billy. You know, it's not really rock. It's like
pop rock.
Yeah. So have you figured out like what? No. She's like, I'm doing it all, bitch. I'm doing it all.
That's it. This year is just all about range and versatility. I'm just gonna tap into every pocket. I just love making music. So being able to make all type of music without any ceiling is like, I'm like, okay, cool. I was scared before. I've been had different type of sounds and stuff.
Yeah.
But I'll be like, I just dropped this damn gangbanging song. How the hell am I gonna like segue into a melodic song? Like, cause like your persona. I feel like when you whoever you are as an artist, your persona is like a cartoon character, you know? So it's like, sometimes when you switching, you keep switching, your fan base is like, what is going on? Like, we want this. Like, you got to ease into your errors. Like, you got to kind of ease into it so that they could ease with it and with you and they could grow with you and stuff.
That's fair.
So I didn't want to just be like throwing stuff on. So when I would catch like, okay, this went viral. Okay, let me just stay in this bag for a little bit. And I would be feeling so constrained because I'm like,
I hate that.
I want to give y'all the other stuff, but I don't think y'all ready to receive it. And then from me doing music for so long, a lot of music that I did in the past was like way before its time. So then now I'll be listening to it like, damn, this song would do good right now, but this shit is so old. Like,
damn,
so
you might have to do a re-release. I'm not going to lie.
I was thinking about that. I was thinking about doing a $150 Reloaded because that was the first tape I did. And just probably like put a couple of the songs that I feel like could still like was timeless and then put a whole bunch of new songs. So
I think you should. I like how you mentioned you kind of would just play it off like, nah, you know, I'm just trying things out. But I feel like that's just a part of the process for all of us. Because even like when I started DJing, I ain't tell nobody I was DJing. I would kind of just show up. I don't want people to come thinking I'm going to be great and then like I'm still, you know, trying to master my blends type of thing. But just establishing confidence is a process.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. And sometimes people look like they're confident and they're really
They're
really not. We're just trying shit, like, you know.
Yeah.
So and when you're confident, you give your best, you know, your best foot is forward. So I really like to be really confident and really sure about it because music is like you're selling a product, like, you know, you're selling this song to this person and I got to make you feel what I feel when I hear this. So like, if I'm like, you like it? You're going to be like, you're going to know that I'm not really sure about it, you know?
True.
So you have to like,
you got to just go in
there. Yeah, like you got to go in there and kill it. Like, that shit hot, right? They be like, yeah, because people are like, if you make them feel it, they're like, oh shit, okay.
Yeah, that's true. So talk to me about how you were able to establish your confidence, especially you was rapping before it was popular for girls to rap, you know what I'm saying? So especially being surrounded by men and having a male mentor who kind of eased you into rapping, like what was that process like?
It was crazy. It was crazy, but, you know, I was wild back then. So I was like gun toting, weed smoking. Like, I literally was not even in my brain. Like, I was just going. Like, I was just on go. I feel like that was people got that from me. Like, oh, this bitch is crazy. So when I'm talking crazy, they're like, oh, it was just so believable. Like, everything that I did, every time I performed, people would be like, you really did all that shit you said. You really did all that. And I'm like, no, I really did. Like, everything I wrote was things that I've really done. So I was just being myself. At one point, I just was like, you know what? Stop thinking about it. All your raps are facts. Just go out there and tell your story. And I went out and I just started telling my story. And then I was just like, it is what it is, whether you like it or not.
Nobody can G-check you when it's your real
yeah,
story.
Like, this is facts.
That's funny. Wait, you have a line. What is it? Oh, fuck. No, I'm going to have to look it up because this shit had me crying. Because I'm like, nah, I really thought you was crazy, too. I'm not going to lie. I'm like, nah, this girl is crazy. But it's funny because you're the nicest fucking person.
I know. And that's why I'm like, damn, I have to go out more because people, like, I like to stay with my peoples and just who I'm comfortable around. But like when people see me, they be intimidated. Like people used to be super intimidated by me, and I'm like, "What did I do to you?" They're like, "Nothing. You just look like you'll smack me." And I'm like, "What?"
No, somebody from my team was like, "Oh my God, I talked to Billy. She's so nice. I love her. Like I really love her." I was like, "No, she is mad nice."
Yeah,
but they were like shocked that you were so nice, and I thought that was funny. I'm like,
I had to really change that narrative because people used to be like, don't know. She's gangbanger. She's gonna come with a whole crew of people. They're gonna get in here shooting and da da da. And I'm like, what? I'm a businesswoman first and foremost. Okay, like this is my life. This is my livelihood. Yeah. So I take this very serious. So I don't come in and disrupt anything or mess up anything that's gonna, you know.
Plus, you're in your soft girl era now, right?
Yeah, now I'm in my soft. But even before, when I was still rough and rowdy, I was never like the one that's gonna come and mess up the event or like just doing shit. Now, like my homeboy, he was professional with his rapping, so I learned that from them. Like, all right, when we go there, we gotta make sure our sound is good, make sure everything is good. Then we could go chill and do like. So I learned all of that like from the beginning. So I never really came off like that, but it was just my persona, the way I would talk. And when people hear my music, like you said, I was like one of the first girls. Well, it was a lot of girls rapping in New York City, but not a lot of hood girls. It was a lot of hipsters, like a lot of the hipster scene.
Yeah.
The whole city scene was the thing, and those were the girls that were like.
I knew about you, and I knew about Connie.
Yeah, Connie was rap at the same time, but she was in the Bronx and like.
Yeah, you guys are.
Yeah, like I was in Brooklyn, she was in the Bronx, but then I was like in the city, and I'm like, damn, why I never seen her in the city? But she wasn't really in that hipster mix like that.
She wasn't at all.
But she had that look though. That's why I was confused. I'm like, why I never seen her in the city? Because she had the whole like that look.
Oh my God.
But she was in the Bronx, so but then we ended up linking up, and we was just friends like ever since.
Because the fact that I'm like, yeah, I remember when I used to be in the Bronx, I was seeing Connie, and then I go to Brooklyn, I was seeing you. So it's like, and then now here we are. I love it.
Yeah, I love it too.
It's cool.
The journey is like it's so fun, especially when you look back at pictures and shit. You're like, damn. I
ain't trying to look back at the pictures. Honestly, keep those where they at.
I can't help it because people be like, "Hi, remember this, Billy?" I be like, "Could you not?" Could you fucking not?
Nah, understood. The process.
Yeah.
Well, all right. So, I know where you stand on tapes, but it looks like you've been dropping a lot more frequently this year.
Yeah. No, I'm definitely gonna give y'all a EP this year.
All right.
And I'm, maybe 2 EPs.
What?
Cause I'm like, damn, I would selfish as fuck my whole career. Cause I'm one type of person like, if it's not absolutely how I want it, I'm not doing it.
Torus.
Yeah, like it's either I'm in or I'm out. If I don't like one thing on there, it's not going out. Because if somebody picks up on that, I'll be like, I fucking knew it.
Yeah.
So I'm like, damn, that's selfish as fuck. Like I was just like dropping singles and da 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 da.
Man, I think you should flood the streets.
I am.
I think you should flood the
I got my
streets.
in-house set up now, so I'm like, oh, y'all done fucked up. Because now I'm waking up like, hold on, I don't know. I was dreaming about this bar. Yeah, so I'm definitely going to drop more this year. It's going to go crazy. And I got so much more, like, I'm in a better place right now, so.
Beautiful.
Good.
I love that. Would you say your son inspired the soft girl era?
No, honestly.
No?
You would think so. I have to be super rough with him. Like, he's rough. He's like, boom, boom. He smacks me with 2 hands.
No!
He's really, like, you got to be super rough with him. He just made me focus more and be like, okay, you got to take every minute serious. Like, you see how I was here early. Like, I don't play with my time. I don't play with everything I do. I'm like, all right, I'm super, super serious. Before I used to be like, just smoking and like, well, if I make it, I make it. If I don't, I don't. Now I'm like, no.
Business, yeah.
Because I got to get back home and I got to do what I got to do with him. So I make sure I'm like so organized and super like on it now.
Good for you.
But the soft girl era really just came from, like I told you at the show, like it's just, I worked so hard and then now I'm able to reap some, the fruits from my labor. So now I'm just trying to enjoy it. Like, I don't want to be one of them, like, just keep running and run myself to the ground. Like, no, I got to enjoy this and just live in the moment a little bit. So I've been able to, like, rest a little bit because it's like, okay, I'm situated. I got my house. I got my cars. My son is good. Now I could relax. I could relax.
Yeah.
And then that era just came in naturally. So I'm just like, okay.
Beautiful. I like the progression.
Yes, I love it too. Because it's not like, coming from where I come from, sometimes it's just you don't get to.
It's not promised.
Yeah, you don't get to go to places I've been and see the things I've seen. So, and I like to show people from where I'm from, like, listen, if I did it, you could do it too. So don't think that like the world is over or it's just like you're gonna be like this forever. No, you control your whole narrative.
Literally, yeah.
So you just gotta really want it. And when you say you want it, you gotta work for it.
You gotta work for it.
Because some people say, oh, I want this, and then you be like, oh, you gotta do X, Y, and Z, and they're like, X, Y, and Z, and it's like, that's what you got to do to get this. You don't want it? Like, stop saying you want stuff that you really don't want because you have to put that work in. And once you do it, it comes so easy.
Yeah.
So easy.
It seems overnight, but it's not overnight.
It's not. It's definitely not. For nobody. I realized that, too. You got to stop watching people like, why the fuck did this happen for them? You don't know what they did.
Yep.
You don't know what they did, what they sacrificed.
Yep. That's why I'm like, the whole you going back and forth shit, I'm like, you was doing that? Like, that's, people have no, that shit is taxing. It sounds fun and it sounds lit, but at the same time, that shit is taxing.
That
like,
shit, it take a toll on you because you switching time zones.
Time zones and people and traveling, and you only got X amount of clothes. I got to rewatch this. It's a lot. But nah, salute to you. What was my other question? It was about, Just a Girl.
Yes.
I'm like, how did this collab even come about?
It is so crazy because I was in a fucking shitty ass deal, right? And so like the whole year, I like this whole past year, I wasn't doing nothing because I was just paper, lawyers, da, 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 da. So literally like right as I got out the deal, thankfully I got out the deal. And I'm just like, fuck, now I gotta start all over because I just took this whole year off doing nothing. I wasn't able to do shit. I'm like, what the fuck? And then I just get a call. And they're like, yo, check your DMs. Check your DMs. A girl named Hayes one is trying to hit you up. Blah, blah, blah. So I go, I check usually I'm on my DMs because, I'm independent. So that's where the money be at. So I'm usually on it. But I don't know how I missed over it, but I went right to it. And then Hayes had hit me up, and she's like, hey, girl. And I'm like, hey. And then I checked her page out. I'm like, oh, God, her songs are fire. Fire. I'm like, I hope she want to do some songs.
Yeah.
And then she's like, I got this song. I think you'll be amazing on it. And we just went back and forth. Probably like 3 days, we got it wrapped up.
That's fire.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed the record, actually. And I only listened to it because you were on there, but now I'm a fan of her, too.
Yeah, no, it's a really good record. It's so solid. It sounds so good. It feels so good.
And you sound like you. Like, it didn't sound like you were out of your comfort zone on the record.
It's so funny that I did my verse over because the first one, I was like,
oh, my God.
I was like, I didn't want to come in like, boom, boom, bang, bang, bang. So I was like, damn. I'm like, how can I be? So I tried to like, the beginning, I was like super, super like girly, da, da, da. And then I kind of went into more of myself. And they were like, this sounds good, but I feel like you like holding back or something. I'm like, I am. I'm glad you've seen it. I'm like, can I change it? And they was like, hell yeah, you can do whatever you want. I came in the studio. Me and Hayes started making content while we were in the studio. And then the energy was just so different then. And then I went back and I'm like, let me record my shit right now. They was like, you sure? I'm like, yeah, let me re-record right now. And I just went straight through, boom. And they was like, that's the fucking one.
Did you change the whole thing?
I changed that whole.
After this one's for all the
I really did change the whole thing. I just took like 2 bars and switched them around. 2 bars that I already had and switched them around.
You gotta tell them don't play with.
Yeah, no. Once they and I was happy that they were like, no, be yourself. Like we want you. That that's why we reached out. Like we want you on there. And I'm like, okay, yeah, fine, yeah, like. And I got to be myself, and it felt really good. And I was happy. I'm like, I didn't curse. I didn't, it was a challenge for me.
I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, I didn't curse. Because I hate, you curse, and then you got to go back. You got to do the clean version. You got to da-da-da. I'm like, you know what? Just cut the cursing. And then the vocabulary, you gotta just know how to.
She said, I'm growing.
I don't need the curse, and then it makes it hard. You gotta go back and change. Oh, it's okay. Like, let's just keep it real clean. The song was super clean, super girly. I wanted it to be for young girls, older girls, Even I said box on Fiji, but they don't know what box on.
They'll catch that later.
They don't know what box on.
What are you gonna be doing any more collabs? I know you're dropping an EP, but is it like any more? I don't want to say shocking collabs, but it's kind of like a shocking collab.
I hope to. I don't have none like in the. I done been so collabed out. I low key kind of like want to stop so that y'all can kind of get a little bit of me.
That's fair.
But I love collabing. Like I feel like that's what music is for. You collab anyway when you sit in with producers, you sit in with an engineer. That's collabing too. Yeah. So collaborations just make for greater projects. So I am going to still be collabing, but I'm going to try to like reach out to other type of artists, like different genres and stuff like that. That's definitely the approach, but I have to give y'all some ability. Like I got to feel all of that because low key, I'm like 5 artists in one in my brain. I have like all these different personalities and sounds and stuff, and I want to put all of them on the track so y'all can kind of like feel it out and hear it out.
So what version of Billy are we going to be getting this year?
I'm going to keep switching it up on y'all.
A little bit of everything.
Because now that I got y'all comfortable with something different, I'm going to just give y'all all the difference. So then while I'll keep, because I wake up some days and I'm like, yeah, I want to be a rock star. Then I wake up another day like, we got to put them Air Forces on and we got to really get street. So
now, R&B really is a vibe too.
Yeah, the R&B, I be doing my own too. I really have to find my sound with R&B, like, because I don't, sorry to anybody who does this, but I hate the R&B. Like, I like the controlled voices where it's like, sonically, it just sounds good. You want to put it behind your Get Ready With Me video. Like, I like that kind of, but I feel like because I was in the concert choir when I was in, like, 4th grade or 5th graders. So I still got like that gospel-y, soulful kind of thing when I sing. So I gotta learn how to control my voice. You know, with rapping, you're like,
I ain't trying to do all that.
like, I'm not trying to be riffing and all of that shit sounding like. I like a smooth little. I have some songs where I practice it and it sound really cool, really cute. So, but definitely more R&B songs. I love. I'm a lover girl on the low.
Yeah. Yeah. Who's your go-to?
For R&B?
Yeah.
Right now, Summer Walker and SZA.
Yeah.
Those are my, like...
SZA be going stupid. It's actually disrespectful.
Yeah, no, SZA goes crazy. Sometimes I don't even know what the hell she be saying, and then it just sounds so good. I be like, what was it? But I don't care. It sounds so good.
Yeah, you go sing it anyway.
So good.
All right, we're about to play a game called Questions That Need Answers. Okay. All you got to do is fill in the blank. Okay. The older I get, the less I blank.
The older I get, the less I go to the club for fun.
Yeah.
I only go for money, child.
Understood. I feel that one. I can't believe I actually blinked when I was younger.
I can't believe I actually played golf.
Really?
Yeah, I won a PGA Tournament.
What?
I came in 2nd place.
What? Billy Woods over here. I had no idea. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, that's actually fire. What's this other one? I'm a little embarrassed by the fact that I know so little about blank.
I'm a little embarrassed that I actually know so little about politics.
Oh, yeah, we all in that one. We all in that boat.
When those conversations come up, I try to like fade into the bush like the Simpsons. Like,
that me?
Yeah, because I be like, wait, who's the I don't want to sound stupid, so I just stay out of that.
They need to find a way to integrate like the news of that into regular life for regular people. Like, I feel like they purposely keep it complicated.
It's the verbiage.
I mean?
It's the verbiage. The verbiage is you be like, wait, I thought that meant, okay.
It's like signing a contract, right? Yeah. It says the law, but really that means like
this
a
in
whole
perpetuity.
other thing.
You're like, perpetuity? What the
fuck? Giving ghetto, but okay. Sometimes I look back at my life and blank.
Sometimes I look back at my life and I be laughing. I'm crazy and I did some of the craziest shit. You be like, what? Like, no, I'm really... like, I'm laughing now. Just think about it. Like,
I'm glad I have you as a friend, because I'm gonna have to call you when it's time to turn up. From time to time, it's good to do blank.
From time to time, it's good to take a bubble bath and just relax. And I do it a lot. just relax and just let your muscles just. I feel like just wash away the sins. Wash away, just wash it all away.
Of the day, right? Like, no, for real.
It's good to just soak from time to time. Just soak.
I feel that. I could use that right now at this festival. Okay. I made a complete fool of myself when I blinked.
I made a complete fool of myself the first time I performed.
Really? Oh, my God. You know I love a good performance story, Matt.
Oh,
tell me.
my God. So, oh, my God. I remixed Future Fingers Itchin', right?
Okay.
What the fuck? I don't know. I fucked the whole song up. Like, I don't know how it's like my brain
just... the lyrics?
My brain just went, I forgot all the lyrics. I was singing it on, I was like itching my finger. It was all bad. And I had on these like stripper platform heels and I bust my...
No!
When I left, I was just crying. Everybody was like, everybody I was with was like, you know, we just gotta practice. I was like, oh God, I fucked up. I'm never doing this again. They were like, no, it wasn't, you didn't practice. You just wasn't prepared. And I was like, But that made me want to like, now I got to redeem myself because people came to
Yeah.
see me and all of that. And I was
Yeah.
like, and they were just like.
Nah, the hill is crazy. The hill is crazy.
The hill? Oh my God, I'm about to cry just thinking about it. That's how.
Fuck.
I was so sad. I was so disappointed.
Have you performed in those thick ass hills since?
No.
No, she said I ain't even fucking with it.
I'm not doing the last time I wore them to a performance to a show. I took them shits right off and I was barefoot on the stage. You won't catch me breaking my neck.
No, fair enough.
They be ready for that.
No, they do. Hell, I be ready for the stories. Everybody has one. The lyrics is funny too. You were just overthinking.
I don't know what, I feel like my brain just shut down because it's like everybody's just looking at me. And I performed with my homeboy like plenty of times before that, but I was never the main act. You know, I was just like hyping him, dancing, you know, chilling.
So it's different.
So it was totally different when it was like, okay, now it's your time to shine. I was like, I froze. I froze up bad. But I was happy that I did it then because it never happened again.
Right. I guess you gotta get
the kinks out.
Yeah.
You gotta get it out.
That's funny. And even like being close, even for me, like as a DJ, DJing radio is different than DJing a party.
Oh yeah.
It's different from hosting and DJing the party. Like everything is a new
level. Field is totally different from the other. Like every field is totally different from the other.
That's a good one though. I'm amused. All right, and then my personality trait is blank.
My personality trait is
crazy.
It is. I'm actually super like goofy. I don't want to say goofy. Not goofy, but like I could make a joke out of anything. So like my sense of humor is super, super, super crazy.
I would say fun. I don't know.
I'm super. I would say fun. My personality trait is fun.
Yeah.
I'm fun loving. Like I always just want to have fun. I want to make sure everybody around me have fun. I feel like why choose a fun job if you're not gonna have fun? Like this shit is supposed to be fun. So I always find the good in it. I know how to go with the flow with anything. Ain't nothing gonna stop. The show will always go on, and we just gonna enjoy it.
The show will always go on. Stripper hills and all, it doesn't matter. Shout out to your gram. Let everybody know where they can follow you if they don't already.
You can follow me at THC Billy B on everything. THC Billy Blue on TikTok though.
Yes, tune in. She's very entertaining. I promise you that. Until next time, guys. Peace.